All right, let's do this. It's only been like 6 months since I have recorded a video. How hard can it be? Time will tell. Let's make a YouTube video. Hi everyone, Elisa here, and in this video, I am going to tell you the secret way to get into product management. For those of you who are new here, hi, hello, welcome to my channel. In this channel, I talk about all things product, career, tech, and adulting. So if any of that's interesting to you, I highly recommend you subscribe. So let's dive on in. I am very excited to talk about the secret way to get into product management. Well, maybe it's not secret, but it's definitely the lesser known way to get into product management. But be honest with me, would you have actually clicked on a video that said the lesser known way to get into product management? No, I think not. So I wanted to make this video because by far the most common question I get from you all is, how do I break into product management when I have no product experience? And just like a lot of other jobs, it is so hard to break into product management because almost all product openings require that you do have product experience. And it's impossible to get product experience if you can't get a product job, so it's very challenging. So I've spent a lot of time thinking about how friends of mine and colleagues have broken into product management. And there's a pretty consistent theme. A lot of people, in my experience, have gotten their start in product management by internally transferring into the role. So what exactly does that mean? Well, it means that people start in a role such as support, success, marketing, etc., and then transfer internally into a product manager position. In fact, according to a 2020 Women in Product survey, only 7% of respondents said that product management was their first job, while 1/3 of participants said that their jobs actually evolved into a product manager position. So why exactly does this happen? Well, if you think about it, this way of hiring product managers drastically reduces risk to the product organization. Let me explain. There are 3 types of hires in any organization. There is an experienced outside hire, there is an inexperienced outside hire, and there is an inexperienced internal hire. So let's start with the first and probably most common type of hire, which is the experienced outside hire. Now, this type of a candidate knows product management. They know how to ship product features and formulate a product strategy. However, this type of candidate may not know the industry, the company strategy, or the product itself. So there will be a moderate amount of onboarding required before this type of a candidate actually starts producing a lot of value to the company. Now, the second type of candidate is an inexperienced outside hire. And if you've been trying to break into product management, this is likely where you've found yourself. Now, this is the riskiest type of candidate for a product organization because this type of candidate does not necessarily know how to ship product features or formulate a product strategy. And they also might not know the industry, the company strategy, or the product itself. So an inexperienced outside hire has a lot of onboarding ahead of them, and it will take them a long time before they're really up to speed and providing value. Hence why this type of a candidate is the riskiest type of candidate for a product organization. They take a long time to onboard and they don't really have a proven track record. And then there's the third type of candidate, which is the inexperienced internal hire. This would be the type of candidate that's in a role such as customer support or business development that transfers internally into a product manager role. Now, this type of candidate doesn't necessarily have experience shipping product features or making a product roadmap. However, they do likely have a handle on the industry, the company strategy, and they're probably pretty familiar with the product itself. So onboarding for this type of a candidate is much less daunting than an inexperienced outside hire, and it's also less risky for a product organization because look, You've already worked at the company for a while and you likely already have a proven track record of being a great employee. So this is a much lower risk hire for product organizations, hence why this is a really common way that people break into product management. So what does this mean for you if you are searching for a product role and having a hard time breaking in? Well, it means that if you've had a hard time breaking into product management, you may want to consider starting at a tech company in a different role and then internally transferring within that company into a product manager position. If you are considering this option, I have 4 steps for you to follow. First, be honest with yourself. Do you actually want to become a product manager? Are you sure you want to be a product manager? Because this approach of starting in a different role and then transferring into product management, it can take a couple years. So that's a big old time investment, and I want to make sure that you don't go down this path and then realize at the end of a couple years that, yikes, you maybe don't even like product management. Second step, if you are confident that you want to be a product manager, then look for tech companies that pique your interest and look for roles with a little bit lower barrier to entry. Step number 3, when you are interviewing, tell your interviewer that you are interested in someday becoming a product manager. A lot of times during interviews, the interviewer will ask, what are your career aspirations? So this is a great time for you to be honest with them and tell them that you're really interested in product management. Ask if there is an opportunity within the company for you to be able to connect with the product team and learn from product managers. Also, make sure to ask if the company supports employees transferring into different roles once they've been with the company for a year or 2. Step 4, and this is the last step. Once you do start working at a tech company in a position other than product management, be sure to connect with the product team. Maybe see if you can find a product manager who is willing to mentor you and maybe do some lunch and learns, or see if there's a way that you can connect with the product team in your actual role. Maybe you can be a customer support person who's the liaison between support and product, or maybe you are the business development rep who gets product updates from the product team. Whatever it may be, figure out ways to form connections with the product team. And I recommend you do this because when a product manager position becomes available, the product team already knows who you are and they already know you're an awesome employee. So you will have a leg up on that open position. So there you have it. Being an internal transfer is the secret way to become a product manager. Now, don't get me wrong, is it the only way? No. There are a lot of big tech companies with rotational programs that accept people with no product experience, and a lot of people, including myself, stumble into product management in different ways. However, this is one of the most common ways that people do get their start in product management. So if you've been struggling to break into it, I highly recommend you at least consider this option. I hope this video was helpful for you. If it was, please give it a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And if you want to hear more, please subscribe. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will talk to you next time. Bye, friends.